Today we're working on delving into the dungeon. Both descending levels of the dungeon as well as leveling up the player. So this should be fun. Also, I've picked yet a different soundtrack, and maybe I won't have sections of my audio muted. Wouldn't that just be nice? I mean, my fault for using copyrighted music, but still. It's annoying. Which is why I record without audio, or without music audio anyway. So I can stick my own audio in after that I know isn't copyright. It also makes it easier to edit clips when I don't have to contend with background audio. Alright, what are we doing? With descending levels, okay, start out we need to add a new color to colors. Which is spelled the American way, because of course it is. Status effect, descend. You have a descend color. By the way, if you're interested, for whatever reason, in seeing my code at this or any other point, it is all on GitHub. If you're watching this on YouTube, that link is in the description, and if you're watching this on Twitch, the link is not anywhere, I don't think, so sorry about that. I should add that to my CloudBot commands. Maybe I'll add that. Do I want to add that right now? No, I'll add that later. Note to self. Add a GitHub command to CloudBot. Hello, Amber Dragon. I added another sound to the random sound, so now it's possible to get an anime music thing that I had to look up what it was. I say hi to your mom. Today we're working on levels. So we're going deeper into the dungeon and also leveling up the player. So far we've just added a color definition. Bloody Wolf in here with the hype train, hello. Well, how's it going? How are you? I'm doing great. Everybody's got everybody's got subs now. This is great. I'm so happy. I'm gonna make that sub goal for June yet. We're adding levels today. So, we're gonna go deeper in the dungeon and also leveling up the player. So far we've just added a color definition, because I keep getting distracted by people and things and stuff. Tile definition, that's what I've been trying to do for like the last 3 minutes. Add a tile definition. We're making tile definition downstairs. We're making stairs. Oh my god. Sorry for distract. What is that? I mean, I'm okay with distraction. If I didn't want distraction, I wouldn't be streaming, you know? If I just wanted to actually get shit done, streaming is not the way to get that done. If I wanted to just sit down and actually do this, I could have made it through this entire tutorial inside of a week for sure. Instead of dragging it out for like 3 months. But I only work on it for 2 hours a week during stream, which, if editing past streams is any indication, only equates to maybe 45 minutes of actual work across 2 hours. So, you know, it doesn't go fast. Definition, not entities, tiles. A new tile definition. Create a new... Crap. A what? Resource. Create new resource. Tile definition. There we go. Tile definition downstairs. Well-known problem. Yeah, people who actually want to get things done don't do things on stream. The getting done of this stuff is not the point. It's the hanging out, you know? I should just do some, like... I mean, I guess this is kind of a co-working stream, but... I don't know, would anybody be interested in, like, a co-working stream where I'm just, like, doing other stuff that's not, like... I'm not playing games, I'm not making games, it's like... I have a crap ton of video editing that I'm behind on for both myself and the knitting podcast that I do. Yes, Amber Dragon, I know you're here. And I'm very behind on video editing. Would that be, like, interesting for people to watch? I don't know. Can I put... God, there's fluff. There's fluff everywhere on this microphone. Can I do, like, video editing on stream? I guess as long as I don't do the final watch through. That's not like putting the full video up ahead of time. I don't know, Amber Dragon, do you have thoughts on that? Can I do video editing on stream? Because that would do 2 things. That would let me stream more, but also get that backlog of video editing done. Either way, that's not happening this week or next week, because I'm away next week. Okay. Hey, we got a hype train emote. Nice. Yeah, because if I could do some, like, video editing on, I don't know, Mondays or Thursdays or something, that'd be... Or just, like... I don't think I'll schedule it. How about this? I will not schedule, heck, do the design work for the swag. Okay, how about this? I will do random co-working streams where I just do whatever it is that I need to get done that day, and it'll be whenever I so feel like it. So we'll keep with the regular Wednesday and Friday, but I'll also throw in random other co-working streams where I will just get things done. But I'm away as of Friday, and all next week through Friday, so there is no stream on Friday, and there is no streaming at all next week. So there's no Dwarf Fortress this Friday, and there's no Game Dev or Dwarf Fortress next week. It'd probably be a lot of just like random co-working streams. Anyway, if you want to, socials, if you want to, I don't know, keep up with the random occasional posting that I do. But a co-working stream is probably just like this music It's probably just a lot of this music and me not talking much. And video editing. Actually, maybe there's no music if I'm video editing, because then I need the audio. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Homemade mayo is a pain in the butt. Yes, yes it is. By hand? Or do you have a machine to mix mayo? Because by hand? Heck no. I will maybe do it once, just so I can fully appreciate the power of the machine, but, ugh. Do use the same as set the texture to an appropriate icon. Okay, sorry, we're supposed to be setting a texture. New Atlas texture. Monochrome packed. Region. We need to pick, oops. We need to pick stairs. Oops, no. Okay, these are items. Those are cards, these are houses. Probably something over here is stairs. Oh, these look like stairs. That's probably upstairs. I think this looks like downstairs. Yeah, it seems kind of like downstairs. Oh, there's bookcases? Bookcase with a shelf? There's different, like, cupboards and stuff? This is cute! I don't know what these are supposed to be. Anyway, I'm gonna go with that for a downstairs. An immersion blender. You're not so hands-on like, that guy that yells on TikTok. I can't remember his name. The guy that does the vintage recipes on TikTok and shorts and he just yells a lot. Floof powder, moo juice, you know that guy? Because he's way too hands-on. I'm not doing that. Use pure white for color lit and a mid-gray. Let's just take your mid-gray for the color dark. Color light, color dark. That works. Floof powder! Oh, come on. Hi to your mom. I'll do my best to maybe accomplish something. Although I don't know, I just got 5 subs today, so like I could stop here and that's a win. Just the downstairs is walkable and is transparent. Is walkable, is transparent. Not that you guys can see that because that's actually behind my camera. I also have plans for redoing my stream, the whole stream setup in OBS. Because there's so many cool stuff. So many cool stuff. What? So much cool stuff you can do in OBS that you can't do in Streamlabs. Streamlabs has been great for being beginner friendly and just like plug and play. But I've been doing this for a bit now and I would like a little more control over stuff. And it sounds like OBS is the way to go. Plus then it would let me multi-stream to YouTube as well. Which is something I've actually had requests for. So that'll be another co-working stream thing. We'll be setting up the OBS stream. Got so much plans. What is with my inability to use English today? So much planned. So many plans. Word hard. Words is very hard. Such difficult. How are you doing, Elegant Mechanic? How's your Wednesday? And Bloody Wolf too, I was so busy saying thank you, I don't think I asked how your Wednesday was. Need to check if player is standing on a downstairs tile. Prepare a variable in map data to store its location. Or add it, also introduce a variable to store the floor level we're on currently. Okay, so map data. Nope, not. Oh my lord, map data. Blah. Can't type either. This is not boding well. I'm gonna have a chaos stream today. Entities, is this in here anywhere? Entities, player, path. Oh. Downstairs and current floor. Oh, interesting. Put that there, but then there's also a pathfinder. Interesting. Pretty rough, not for discussion. Oh. Oh. Well, I hope your Thursday's better. Virtual cups of tea and a hug if you're into hugs. I'm doing pretty well. Pluralization aside, yes. My ability to grammar aside, I'm doing great. This is my second stream of the day. I've already done an hour-long stream for the knitting podcast. And then after this, I'll be rolling on into a dance class tonight, which is our open house for the next block, so I get to be like extra people-y, and I'm ambassador, so I have to be like not just like my normal people-y, because like I want to be friendly and welcoming, but it's like literally my job tonight to be friendly and welcoming, so I'm just like extra people-y. But it'll be super fun. And then tomorrow I'm gonna have a chill day. Just chill and get all the stuff done that needs to happen before I leave on Friday. At an entirely reasonable hour, which I'm very happy about. Afternoon flights. I get a direct flight to where I'm going in the afternoon. I'm so happy. Prefer hugs to tea. Just making me expelled from the British Isles if anyone finds out. Oh no. Well, I won't tell. It helps. I'm not actually drinking tea right now. It's molasses and hot water. Because it turns out this is a relatively effective way to deal with iron deficiency. Because blackstrap molasses is high in iron, and it is easier on my system than taking iron supplements. Because my body just genetically, literally does not process iron very well. It's great. We have a save system since the last part, so we need to remember to make these variables persistent. We expand right, get save data. Use tiles. Oh yes, we need to add current floor and downstairs location. This is not the chair I should be sitting in for hours on end every day. Too bad. It's the chair I've got. I have a better chair. I could have switched them out. I didn't. It's on me. Make sure the location gets saved. We also need to retrieve it. Yes, in the restore. downstairs and current floor. Just gonna go in front of setup tiles. I don't know why my brain was expecting semicolons at the end. I haven't used a language with semicolons in an age. Don't know why my brain was looking for semicolons. And just like that, been properly saved and stored. Yay. Okay, now we have to actually create the tile. Dungeon generator. In generate dungeon. What is the difference? The only thing we're really changing here is we keep track of the center of the last room. Ah, here we go. So after we append new room, before we set up pathfinding, we're doing this bit. What level of indentation does that have? That has this level of indentation. Center last room. Ah, center last room after carve room. So we get the center. Yes, new room, get center. Does that solve everything? Center of the last room is a 2D vector. We get the center of the room. Downstairs location is the center of the last room. And then we set the tile type. Are we gonna have downstairs in every single room? It's kind of what it looks like. Keep track of the last within once generation of the rooms is complete. We know that definitely was the last room. Ah, yes, because we do it outside of the loop, therefore we're only adding one downstairs in the very last room, which is theoretically the one that's farthest from the player, though it's random, so not necessarily. So, of course, for that to work, we need our tile definition. Need to add our tile definition to the range of available tiles. We append that to tile types in tile.gd. We have floor, wall, and downstairs. As in stairs that go down. At this point, new dungeons should already get generated with a downstairs tile in the last room. However, we can't interact with it yet. To do that, we'll need an appropriate action. For that, we will quickly configure an entry into the input map to trigger that action. Project is a new input action called Descend. Okay, project settings. Input map. descend. They made it. Let's make it that. Shift plus period is the descendee symbol. It's the little arrow key, except I use the other arrow key because my stairs are going down that way, and I feel like it should go in the same direction as the stairs. If that makes any sense at all. I love when I can see my own gesturing at the corner of my eye in the little preview window. I look ridiculous. Don't know why y'all are here. Now it's time to create the action. Create a new script extending action at blah 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 actions. Take stairs action. Entities, actors, actions. No, not a folder. Script. Take stairs action. And it's going to look like this. Let's action perform. So if the player is on the downstairs, then we emit a signal and log a message. Straightforward. Use a signal here because we'll handle our next level code at the map node, and getting that information there would be cumbersome otherwise. We also print a message to the log telling the player they have descended. Otherwise we tell them there aren't any stairs there. Regardless of whether we can descend or not, we return false. We don't, then it shouldn't cost the player a turn, and if we do want the player to take... we want the player to take the first turn on the new floor. Oh, interesting. So the way this is done is... descending doesn't cost an action. Hey Hypercyper, how are you today? How was your Wednesday? I'm figuring out how to descend to a new level of chaos. We want the player to take the first turn. I guess descending stairs is a free action the way this is written. Which I guess is fine. Sure. We'll go as written. Spell your name in the language. Jesus. Is there a keyboard for that? Sure, go for it. I can learn some stuff. Okay, we handle this action in the main game input handler. Second to last day before school is over. Nice. What are you studying? Also, if you tell me you're in high school, I'm gonna like die a little. But what are you taking in school? Or what are you almost finished taking in school? What are these squiggles? How do you even make a keyboard do that? Anyway, they're cute squiggles. Get action. Get action. Have a new action of descending after looking. Oh, I'll just feel exceptionally old if I find out high schoolers are watching me. I was having the horrible realization the other day that people I dance with every week are closer in age to my 12-year-old nephew than to me. And I just feel ancient thinking about it. It's weird. It's weird to my brain anyway. To my own head, I'm not that far away from high school. But then if I actually think about it, I'm pretty far away from high school. And it's just weird. It's actually, yeah, it actually is high school. Okay, I'll just be over here being old. So like last day of high school or just for the year? Because if it's the last day, then I'm gonna ask about, like, got plans for after. But if it's not the last day, then don't worry about it. You can figure that out later. You only like about 30? I mean, yeah. But I don't know, it's just weird. I'm not that old in my head. Like, I know I am, but my internal sense of self never got very far past 25. Economics. Fancy. Never did anything remotely like economics. I'm having trouble speaking today. Economics. Yeah. So what does economics cover? Like, obviously economies, but like slightly more specifically. Because I have no idea. Eggnomics? Yes, there we go. I can get behind some eggnomics. $33. Indeterminate muttering noises. You know, basic internet safety, don't give out your exact age on the internet. But indeterminate muttering noises. Economics and judicial stuff. This conversation went weird places. Okay, I did that part. Signal bus. Escape requested. Player descended. Player died, player descended. Player does not ascend, player descends. And then in map, Map suddenly has a ready function where we connect the player descended signal to next floor, whatever that is. I guess we'll write that shortly. I like having ready functions at the top. Yes, I know this doesn't exist yet. Because we're about to write the next floor. And let's stick that one at the end, I don't care. So we get the player. Remove the player from the list of entities. Remove everything else from the list of entities. Get rid of all the tiles. Generate a new map. Increasing current floor by 1. Center the camera on the player. Reset the field of view. And update field of view to the player grid position? Okay. We need to keep between levels. Then use generate function to simply overwrite our map data, automatically placing our new player in the new map. Player's camera. The player's camera had left the tree momentarily, so we need to set it as the current camera again. And then handle field of view. The squiggly lines is the transliteration of Artemis in the Aramaic script. From right to left are. No vowels because it's an abjad? Okay. Learning. Okay, handling field of view. There are 2 changes we need to account for. We call generate with an additional parameter so that the floor number increases. And we also have a new reset field of view function. We have a new reset field of view function, the field of view node. It's not helpful. Oh, we do have a field of view node, okay. It's been a hot minute since I looked at this. Ugh. Oh, it's got that 2-line spaces, ugh. Oh, right, this awful math. Put that away. Anyway, we can add this function now. Right, because we haven't explored any of the maps, we need to reset our field of view because that all math was about line of sight and what we have and have not seen yet. Clears the field of view array, which is otherwise. Still hold references to freed nodes, and we need to make sure they don't try to access them anymore. And then back in map.gd, in generate, because we've changed what parameters you take. Just deal with that. So we can take in current floor. I guess this means we can't go back up because we're destroying the map data each time we descend. So there's no going back. There's no going back! Language is obviously in the Semitic language randomly. It's related to Hebrew. Obviously. Super obvious. Okay, we have... what are you complaining about? Too many arguments for the generate dungeon floor. No, there's not. We just fixed it. Oh, generate dungeon is not generate. Those are different things. Anyway, we generate the dungeon with a floor number. Not map data entity placed is connected. Status. Map data entity place connect. Okay, so we're connecting a signal. Place our tiles, place our entities, and then emit the dungeon floor changed signal with the current floor. Language has an abject, but it's Semitic. I will trust you. You are the authority of such things in this channel. We have current floor argument. Yes, okay. Emit a new signal, which we'll use for hooking up information about the dungeon depth with the GUI in a moment. We need to add that signal as well. Sure. Actually considering learning it, but I haven't found any good resources. I mean, imagine it's not a common thing that people are trying to learn. It doesn't seem like necessarily the most popular thing to make YouTube videos about, you know? It's sort of my go-to resource for I want to learn a thing. Let's start with YouTube videos. Because a good video will also come with good links, and then you can go deeper into the rabbit hole. Okay, brain, focus, one thought at a time. I'm doing great today, guys. Generate in the map node delegates to generate dungeon in the dungeon generator. We still need to handle information about the current floor in dungeon generator. Yes, we do. So let's go to generate dungeon. YouTube and Air Mag. I mean, if you figure it out, you could be the one to make the YouTube videos. There's probably somebody making it. Everybody's doing something on YouTube. There's somebody doing everything on YouTube. But it seems like perhaps an unsaturated niche. On the other hand, it might be extraordinarily niche. So the other problem with YouTube, like, you might have a really cool idea, but like nobody else even knows what it is. So it's just too niche. And then you don't end up making the idea because you gotta make a less niche idea so that you actually get views so that, you know, YouTube actually finds your audience. It's a whole thing. We're generating a dungeon. Okay. You now take that. And what do we do with that? Nope, literally just that. We're just setting the current floor. We did change things at a few places, but that's it. Stairs are generated in the dungeon generation. The player can interact with them, and descending the stairs will drop the player in a brand new map. The player will want to know what floor they're on. To do that, we need to add a new node of type label. Okay, you're talking about our UI. Which is not a separate scene, it's in here. I think that's it. Info bar, stats panel, VBox container. We're going to add a new node of type label right after the HP display node. Child node of type label. Right after the HP display node. Call that new label dungeon floor label. And we'll add some label settings to make it look like everything else. I think it's supposed to be 32. I think that's it. Add a script to our node and save it as dungeon floor label. Attach script. Not there. Source. GUI. Floor label. And it'll look like this. Super basic. It extends label and it just tells you what dungeon level you're on. Allows you to just call this function and supply the floor number, and the label will know what to do with that. We're so close to being able to test this out. I have a multi-level dungeon, guys. Now on the map node. On the map node. Good lord, where's the map node? Find the signals tab and double click on our dungeon floor chain. Okay. Dungeon floor. On the map node, find the signals tab and double click on our dungeon floor change signal. That is not there. We have created the signal. Can I do it from here? No. I was about to start. Snooze that. Don't need that just now. We're gonna figure this out, and then we're gonna take a short break. Oh my god, where's reload current project? Right in front of my face. Maybe this will fix it. Sometimes that's all it takes. Map. There we go. That's all it took. Dungeon floor changed. And now we are selecting what? Dungeon floor label node. Dungeon floor label. Click on the pick. Ooh. Select the set dungeon floor. Set. I can't spell. Set dungeon floor. Now, whenever the generate function on the map node is executed, the GUI will update automatically to reflect the current floor. Nice. And there it's connected. Perfect. Okay. There's still one problem with this approach. When we save the game and then load it, we won't call generate. That means we need to emit the signal from the load game function in mapgd as well. Okay, we're almost there. Load game. And we need to emit the signal where? Right before we return true. And now dungeon levels should work properly. Try it out if you like. Of course, right now that basically just means more map. We'll handle how to do increasing risk and reward in the next part. For now, however, we'll just add another type of levels. Character levels. Okay. So we have more map. All right, let's try out more map. More map, more map. So many items. I think I changed it so that I had tons of items and not very many enemies. Okay, but we need to find the stairs. We need to find the stairs. Oh! Something broke. Invalid set index type. Entity type. D entity type corpse. Oh. Wait, things can't die anymore? Oh. We don't have corpse in here. We have corpse here. Oh, this entity type. Yeah, corpse. Okay. Wait, so why are you upset? Cannot set index type. Type. Set entity type. Huh. There's a small bug with things dying in here. Alright. We're gonna take a short break and figure this out when we come back. We will return after these messages. No. We're gonna run a short ad. Actually, yeah, literally. We're gonna run a short ad break. So get up, stretch, hydrate, do what you need to do, and we'll be back in, I don't know, 5-ish minutes. And then we'll solve this bug. I don't love running ads, but I do love the little enforced breaks. I'm starting to understand how streamers can go for like 5+ hours. Because you gotta take breaks. It's a marathon. Little breaks are so good. Okay. We're figuring out why invalid set index type with value of type int. We don't have type anymore, we have key. Any type string key. So do we use this anywhere? I don't think we do. Ah. Interesting. Do we not? Ah. Okay. Have now is set entity type. Are we using that? So we've broken our death textures again. Remember when we spent a whole stream trying to figure out death textures? It's not what I wanted to do today. Okay. Entity.new. No, that's not how that works. Okay, well, that does not work. So I think entity.set entity type I think we have to do it like that. But then that also means asset definitions, entities. Where's my death texture? There, troll, items. Floor wall downstairs. Ah, default death texture. I think that's how it has to work now. And since we're not doing entity type like this, that would also explain why we had the bug last time of we can walk behind items now. Because the Z index, this was taking care of the Z index. So the live things were on top of items or on top of dead things. But we changed how stuff worked. For reasons. And now this isn't actually used anymore. I betcha I can take that out and it's fine. Let's try this again. Oh, no, that's still a problem. Because of course it is. Of course I can't take that out. That's still... We still need that. Yeah, because we're being drawn behind items now, and that's annoying. Ooh. Trying to assign a value of type atlas texture to a variable of type entity definition. Ooh. But it's not an entity definition, you're just an atlas texture. You're just a texture, you're not a whole entity. So that can't be how that works. New texture and stuff. Wait, we're setting the texture and the color. Do I just need to not put that there anymore? Because we don't have an entity type variable anymore. No. No, we do have a type. Starts out as being actor. Hang on. We do not need corpse in here. Hang on. Let's see if that does something. Well, that doesn't... Oh, we have our dungeon level over here. That's nice. Okay, but things can die again and it doesn't bug out. We have not solved the problem that we're getting drawn on the bottom of the stack. But we have solved several other problems. Gotta have stairs around here somewhere. Or just a dead-end room. With a health potion. Oh god. When did this actually get hard? Okay, what is... Oh, we got ourselves a confusion scroll, which was very conveniently hiding the stairs. Okay, let's do it. And we went down and we have a new level. Look at that, the dungeon thingamajig went up. We descend the staircase. Okay, so our only bug that we're still working on, thank you, is the Z index of stuff. Oops, that's not what I meant. Do. Heck yeah, health potions! Ugh, troll. Okay, somewhere. Should have more stairs eventually. Health potion. Okay. Got so many scrolls, these are great, but it's not what I needed. Okay, wait, G, health potion. Got so many freaking scrolls. Aha, there's the stairs. Alright. And there we go, there's a new map. Dungeon level 3. And this will just continue on forever. And for extra fun, I can quit out of here and continue last game, and there we are, right there. We can save things. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at us. Saving things. You can quit. Ah, it's beautiful. We solved most of the bugs. Psh, okay. Let's see, how do we set the Z index on stuff? Set the entity type. Key, but that's fine, but that doesn't... What's our orc definition? Doesn't block movement, it's an actor. There's Z index in here somewhere, I know it. Here we go. That's looking at stuff. It's tile index. That's not set index, I don't think. Okay. Okay, but where are we setting the Z index? Is... Where are we setting the Z index? We're not. Here's the problem. Not setting the Z index, so that's a problem. That's not it. Is it going to be in map somewhere that we do this? Do not remember. Place entities. Entities. A child. That's not it. It's not it at all. Map data, maybe? I'm missing something. Okay, that's all well and good, but... Yeah, so I determined that the only thing that's actually looking at the Z index is our look function, where we can mouse over stuff and see what it is. But it means we're not setting the Z index anywhere, which I'm absolutely certain we used to be, which means I deleted it at some point. But I'm not certain where even that should go. I'm pretty sure that should be in entities somewhere. because we were using entity definition. No. Entity type, sorry. We're using entity type as our Z index, so that alive things were on top of items were on top of dead things. Seems I was gifted a sub here. Yes, we have a very generous donor of subs. Guess it's best to make use of it. It's going pretty well. We've added levels to the dungeon, so we can go deeper in the dungeon and save the game. But the current problem is that the Z index of my entities is not being set properly. So the player is not showing up in the right stack. The player is getting drawn underneath things. Unless you were setting it manually in the inspector for various entities. I don't think so. I'm quite certain it was done this way with entity type. But will this work now that I put type back? Nope. That's not it. Still getting drawn underneath stuff. I am underneath the corpse. Which is not what we want. It's set to be type actor. This game looks like a 2.0 version. A game called Castle of the Winds. In a positive way. Oh, that's good. I'm using the Kenny resource pack. Whoever this Kenny person is, they make incredible free resource packs for devs to use. So literally anyone can make a game that looks exactly like this. I have the notion that I'll make my own art for it eventually. But for testing purposes, having an existing resource pack is really nice. I do not remember how Z-index was working with this, so you know what? Can I just, like... somewhere... there's a link to the code somewhere. Here we go. Now we're on part 11. Can I search within this repository for Z-index? This is my question. A file, I want to search in files. There's not a search here, is there? Annoying. Okay. But let's see what their entities stuff looks like at this point. Just Pax's Godot making and testing. It's in part 6. Okay. Let's look at part 6. Because, yeah, that was a while ago. And it was working up until relatively recently. So what am I looking at? Entity. Source, entities, entity. Yeah, okay, so we still have that. Type. Oh, there was a whole thing. Where did that go? When did we get rid of that? Entity name. Looks movement. Yeah, we had it. Was in here. There we go. Yes, we set the value which has the type, and then we are setting the Z index of this thing. Based on... Okay, at some point that got deleted. I don't know. But that should fix it. And we're still getting drawn beneath things. I wonder, actually, because the save data doesn't cover that. If I start a new game, no, same problem. Okay, almost. Almost. And type is actor by default. When we have... Finding their website next to tutorial, so I think it must have been deleted by mistake somewhere along the line. Am I still setting the type? Oh, nope, wait, that was not in here, that was in, fighter. Fighter has die. Yes. We set the entity type at the end of there. Do we have a consumable component? I wonder, do we just never set... Just never set Z index on any of the items? Yeah, like types. So entity.type. Don't worry about matching case. literally here in fighter component when things die is the only time it's set. And the only times we refer to entity.entityType are here and into the entity definition when we default it to being an actor type. Do we have an item definition, right? Item action. So we're setting item types. What's the resource? Where's the... component definitions, consumable component. Not components, that's not what I want. Where even did I... this stuff? Where even is this? We'll figure this out yet. So we're setting it here. Consumable component. Okay, seriously, where did I... definition? Consumable component definition. Extends consumable component, which doesn't contain bloody anything. But these items are evidently extending the entity definition somewhere. Not that one. I am genuinely so confused. Cause like... I have my confusion scroll definition resource. And it's got all this entity stuff. Oh, is this where it's connected? Entity definition, which would have the type defaulting to actor. So... Okay, I know this is behind stuff. Let me move this window. There's this ref counted down here. And here's where the entity definition script is attached. Which is how we're getting all this stuff. And so we're setting item on here. Which should be setting the type. On these various items. But okay, consume. There we go. Confusion consumable component extends consumable component. I don't know if this is ever... So what are we trying to figure out? We're trying to figure out why the player is getting drawn behind items. And the export variable type, yeah. So like... Do you have a link for that part of the tutorial? Because, like... Entity. Because entity... is a type. And they are entities. I only set the type in that one spot. I'm very perplexed. Okay, let's see if I can make this open in the window that I want it to. Oh, for the love. Of course not. Of course it doesn't open where I want it to. Come here. Open here. Type. This function checks what type of consumable should be instantiated. Okay. That's not... Okay, uncheck is blocking and change the type to item. When you create a new entity definition, it says to uncheck blocking and change the type of item. Yeah, well, I've done that in the inspector. Is the thing. Is that here? Yeah. So, like, this is the confusion scroll, for example, and that's behind the camera again. Sorry. So, is blocking movement is unchecked, and type is set to item. So, like, he did that part. And I did this part. Yeah, sorry, I frequently end up with inspector parts behind the camera. It's one of the things I want to build into OBS is, or I guess that's really just new scenes, but I want to build the ability to move where my camera is. Which, I mean, I can technically do right now, but I want to do it nicely, and right now it's not nice. I just want to, like, temporarily move where the camera is. I guess technically that's just a different scene with the camera in a different place. Okay, this was about the reticle being on top of things. And this was all about setting the types again. And adding it up here, which we did. I'm setting the type. I have done the thing that it said to do. Let's make sure they're all set. Yeah, not blocking is item. Healing, blah 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 blah, not blocking, it's an item. Lightning scroll, not blocking, it's an item. I'm a little perplexed. It's not super critical, it's just annoying. Oh, weird. Okay, so with my mouse over thing, I can mouse over stuff, and it should list stuff in Z index order. And if you look over, because I can't point with my fingers, just if you look in this corner, I can mouse over stuff, and it says player, remains of orc, thereby indicating, in theory, that remains of orc is underneath the player? I think? Or is that being listed the other way around? Oh, look at this convenient dungeon. Oh, I like this dungeon. Downstairs don't get a look message. Insane, sorry, then the lower thing would appear first. Which means it's putting stuff on top of me. It doesn't make or break the game, it's just annoying, you know? Oh god. Let's use some of these health potions. I have so many. Ah. Ooh, get away, get away! Ah! Ah, dead-end room. Why? I was supposed to have a limit on how many things I could fit in this inventory. There's stairs somewhere. Come on, we were going so well. What haven't I explored yet? Okay, I'm running out of places for these stairs to be. You know what, let's fully heal. Let's fully heal all up. Dungeon level 4! Nothing ever is gonna get harder. It's completely random. Anyway. Nope. Psh, I don't know. I'll... I'll think about. I'll give this a think. Anyway, we can come back to that. This doesn't actually block the playing of the game. How are we for time? Oh. We're not doing well for time. Hang on. I gotta check a thing. Of course not. But it is about 5 o'clock for me, which means I gotta wrap up pretty soon. Because the next thing is to dive into creating a component that handles experience points and awarding them on death in case of enemies. Then this component will handle leveling up, which increases the stats of the fighter component. So we're about to dive into something, and I don't want to do that when I have less than 10 minutes left. So, alright, I'm going to keep picking at this bug then, because I don't want to get into a new thing with only a few minutes left. In the meantime, if anybody has thoughts on who we should raid after, let me know. Don't know who's on right now. In terms of people I follow, guess it'll be Satolix, unless people have different ideas. Always open to rating somebody new. Okay, let me think. Let's... Oops. We'll just print to the log a Z index of absolutely everything. See where that gets us. And we find that everything is Z index 0. At least at this point. Okay. How often does this happen? Never. Okay. We print type on init. A bunch of zeros. You know what? Handle consumable. Right, that should work. Handle consumable. Better definition. AI. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's take that out of there. Go back up to init. we'll just stick this here. In set entity type. Seem to be missing the line type equals definition dot type. Oh, that would do it. Type equals definition dot type. No. Type. That would do it. Have we done it? Hey, we're on top of things again. Okay, now we need to find something to murdinate and make sure we're still on top of those too. Come on, enemies. Here we go. And look at that, we're on top of corpses too. Hey! Not sure what else counts as a super round of applause. I mean, the random sounds are all pretty fun. We can do the things. We can take the health potions. And we can descend the stairs. Woohoo! We can do the stuff. We fixed the things. And by we, I mean the chat was extremely helpful. Thank you. Pair programming. Or maybe mob programming, because I don't know if we're a pair. Because chat's sort of a collection of people. I am very happy with this. I can remove my debugging statements now. We do not need those. I'm gonna call that done. This solution brought to you in association with me jumping around the tutorial searching for type until something looked off. Thank you so much, because that's, I'm sure it's not super fun to watch a person do that on stream. I super appreciate it. Also, I'm not exactly focused trying to keep an eye on this and the stream and the everything, you know? Okay. We're good. We're good. We did the things. We did the stuff. It's so satisfying when it gets fixed. Alright, let's turn this on. Oh, we could just chill for a second. While we figure out who are we gonna raid. Who are we raiding? Same category, similar, smaller size. There's so many choices. I don't know. I don't know most of these people. Okay. Who am I following? Okay, the only person I'm following that is doing software and game dev right now is Satolix. If we're just going for similar or smaller in the same category, good lord, there's so many choices. I have no idea. I am open to suggestions. This raid searchy thing is really neat, honestly. If we're not sticking to the same category, who else is on that's fun? Got some Dwarf Fortress, got some music, got some crafting, got some dinosaurs. I don't know, what are we feeling? Software or something else? I think if nobody has opinions, we'll go with more software. Is that my yard getting mowed? Oh, I'm so hopeful. No, it's across the street. I'm so excited. So excited. No opinion? Okay, well, the one person talking in chat has no opinion, so we're gonna go with software. We'll go with Satolix. He's doing game dev in Unity and C#. Okay, close that now. All right. So final reminder, here's all the socials. I'm going to be away starting on Friday, so there will be no stream this Friday or next Wednesday or Friday, because I don't get back till late on Fridays, so I am off for the rest of this week and next week. So I will see you again in 2 weeks for more game dev, where we will be leveling up the player. This is the plan. Otherwise, I might also throw in one of those co-working streams I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, where I just work on whatever it is that I need to do, like video editing. Those will just be sporadic when I feel like co-working, and it'll just be chill music and me not really talking probably. It'll just be like a chill music hangout mostly. Because I like streaming and hanging out with people, and if I feel like people are watching me, then I'm actually going to stay on task slightly better. I've learned this about myself. Alright. So I will see everybody in 2 weeks, I guess, for more game dev. Okay, bye everybody.